Mexico and Japan are two countries that have seemingly little in common. Manners and ideas are contrasting, but not opposite. One of the features that unify both cultures is the devotion to art. Andrés de Luna. Many years ago, and I mean many years ago, the story of our country began. Before the Europeans came to America, the territory that we now know as Mexico was populated by many different cultures. One of the very first cultures were the Olmecs. They are known as the mother culture because it was one of the first organized civilizations. They were located mainly in the East Coast, and you can recognize them for their giant stone heads. Even though Olmecs were advanced, they didn't build a ceremony center as big as Teotihuacan's. Yep, they built one of the biggest cities in Mesoamerica. And as a matter of fact, two of their temples are some of the biggest pyramids in the world. They conquered other civilizations that needed to pay tribute to them, like taxes. That's why they had a lot of things from all over Mesoamerica. Also, one of the most symbolic cultures in Mexico are the Mayans. Remember when everybody was scared of 2012 and the end of the world? Well, thanks to these guys. They are located in the southern part of Mexico. They really love math. They loved it so much that they even invented the zero. As everybody knows, with math you can do anything. Mayans were able to read the stars and created a calendar really similar from the one that we use nowadays. They were incredible engineers and built great pyramids like Chichen Itza, one of the new 7 wonders of the world. Damn! I almost forgot to talk about it, but one of the main characteristics of all these cultures is that they believed in many gods. Yeah, look, like this one right here. Ometeotl, the creator god of the Mexica people. The Mexica were one of the most powerful cultures and believed that the origin of their life began with a breath. At the beginning, there was Ometeotl, the dual deity. He, her, created 4 warrior sons, one for each cardinal point. But only 2 of them, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered snake, and Tezcatlipoca, the smoking mirror, were sent to the primal sea to defeat Zipactli, the mighty primal beast, in order to create an ideal land for those who will adore them, human beings. The brothers undertook the crusade, but Zipactli didn't show up. As they really needed to find this guy, Tezcatlipoca decided to make a sacrifice and cut off his own foot to use it as a bait. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Zipactli showed himself, lured by the delicious smell of the divine warrior's meat. And so, the battle begun. Even with an injury, the brave warriors proved themselves superior and defeated Zipactli. They ripped off the beast's arms and legs and used them to form fertile landscapes. And the mighty Zipactli were forever remembered and venerated. Quetzalcoatl offered himself to retrieve the sacred bones that would create humanity from Mictlán, the land of the dead. Once he arrived, Mictlantecutli, lord of the land of the dead, received him. He listened to his petition and accepted to give him the ancient bones. But it wasn't so easy. because the Lord attacked Quetzalcoatl from the back and wounded him to death. Yeah, that's messed up, right? So the warrior fought bravely, but the damage was deep and he perished. But the mighty warrior Spart refused to die. The campaign is complete. Ometeotl pulverized the ancient bones, and Quetzalcoatl put his own blood on it. From the resulting mass, humanity emerged. Fast forward some years later, because some Spanish dudes showed up in 1519 and began exploring the New World, as they called it. They were really confused and frightened by the natives' beliefs. How on earth could they believe in more than one God? So then a brilliant idea came through their heads. We will force them to pray to just one God, our Christian God. Spanish people finally conquered Mesoamerica, and they gave it a new name, Nueva España. For a short period of time, just 300 years, natives and mestizos, the mix between natives, Europeans, Asians, and Africans, were under the command of the Spanish people. The children of Spaniards that were born in Mexico, the criollos, couldn't hold important positions. So they realized that if they wanted to rule, they needed to uprise and throw the Spanish crown out. But the criollos couldn't do it by themselves, so they talked to the natives into taking up arms against the Spaniards' oppressors. The war went on for 11 years, with many heroes rising and dying along the way, until finally, in 1821, the Spanish army and government returned to Spain defeated, and the crown recognized the independence. Yay! So now we're free and can rule ourselves. But the country is a mess. All along the 19th century, we had many conflicts and presidents. We even had 2 emperors. The last one of this century was Porfirio Díaz. At the beginning, he made a lot of important changes in Mexico. But after 31 years of a rule marked by a huge disparity among classes, the Mexican people were kind of sick and tired of him. And once more, our country was at war. Although this war was different, a lot of women participated in it. Oh, look, there's one of them. As you can see, she is ready to fight. But what is that? A karaoke? Do you guys like karaoke? Well, she loves karaoke. So, DJ, échese la de la Delita. ¡Y arriba!
verano, buena música en la radio. Llevamos 10 minutos enfadados. en la tele, yo nerviosa, tú fumando, y en la calle las parejas de la mano. No me gusta pelear, y estamos siempre como el perro con el gato. ¡Viva la felicidad! Yo me marcho con mamá, no te puedo soportar. Dame un beso, dame un beso, perdóname.
Okay, so anyways, Mexico had many wars, lots of different presidents. And by the 20th century, we were getting bigger and wanted to show the world how good we were doing. This opportunity came when we won to host the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City, and with it, a turning point in our history.
We done to our people, are we living in another age? We'll never forget 1968, 1968. We've come so far, we cannot go back. We need to stay up front, keep on heading straight. After years of war, with blood and tears, Mexico hosted the Olympic Games. Many students were killed, repression and fear. History will guard their names. Tommy Smith and Giancarlo, who lifted their fist. Movements against racism gave the games a twist. MLK was killed in the United States. He tried for all the people to be treated the same way. News office murder all over the place. A year of victories and tragedies. Vietnam War, Cold War, Prague Spring. A turning point against brutality. Yet some people with the same mentality. Students all over the world were the protesters. I must say, let's not forget France. On the historic May, advances in technology, the trip to the moon, political liberties, it's never too soon to raise our voices. Resilience is what the youth has shown. Not everything was bad, although sometimes it's easier to remember the things that makes us sad. Injustice makes me mad, the pain in my ciudad. Latin America recovering from a coup d'etat. We're all aiming for a better society. We don't have any more movements ending in tragedy. That's what I say. We'll never forget 1968. 1968, 1968. Thank you so much, Slide 32.
Well, yeah, our history is tough, but Mexican people are hardworking, creative, brave, proud, joyful, incredibly resilient, and that's how we've always made it through. As any other country, we've faced many crises, internal political turmoil, violence, and catastrophes. Still, we've hosted 2 World Cups, won 3 Nobel Prizes, made ourselves a name in the entertainment industry with content and artists known all over the world. We invented color TV, the anti-contraceptive pill, opened ourselves to the global market, and have grown to become a very important economy worldwide. We are a mix between our past and our present. We're always looking forward without letting our traditions fade away. Like this, we brought along a strange creature from far, far away. let us sing you her story.
Ay, qué bonito es volar. Morelia, the Rose Limestone City, is where I live. What I really love to do is to walk as a tourist through the downtown, which has more than 1,000 buildings catalogued as World Heritage, and always finishing in the cathedral. That is beautiful. Being there, I go for a gazpacho, which is a mix of pineapple, mango, and jicama, with cheese, chili, and onion. Delicious.
I live in Mexico City. One of my favorite places is the Garden of Art in San Angel, because I practically grew up there, selling my father's sculptures and paintings. I really like tostadas. It's a deep-fried tortilla, crunchy enough to put anything on top of it.
Delicious.
You can always find a corner to surprise you and undiscovered sceneries.
I'm from Tijuana, Baja California, located in the northwest part of Mexico, just across the border from the United States. One of the fun facts is that the Caesar salad has its origin here. My favorite place is Playa de Tijuana. It's very emblematic because it has the wall that divides Mexico and the US. It even goes further into the ocean. Usually the food that gets made here is originally from other states. For example, birria, my all-time favorite.
Delicious.
I am from Veracruz in the Gulf of Mexico. We have the highest volcano and the largest coastline. My favorite food is pescado empapelado, cooked with jalapeno pepper, onion, and tomato. It's never enough garlic and the best Mexican seasoning, epazote.
Delicious.
I really enjoy coastal and marine ecosystems. They're full of life. In about an hour, you can jump from the warm beach to the cold mountains.
I live in Estado de Mexico, the state that surrounds Mexico City. My favorite place is Tepoztlán, a small town considered a magic town, which means it is rich in history and cultural value. When you walk its streets, it takes you back to the colonial times. My favorite food is actually a dessert, called nieve, which means snow in Spanish. It's a water-based ice cream made with delicious natural fruits.
I live in the small city of Saltillo. It's located in the state of Coahuila, in the northeast region of the country. Here, you can find dinosaurs, great wine, and the ever-famous zarapes. My favorite place here is anywhere I can watch the sunset. And don't even get me started with the food. Here, you can find the best meat. My favorite dish is discada, which is a mixture of grilled meats and sausages prepared on a plow disc harrow.
Delicious.
What makes it even better is sharing with my friends.
I live in Morelos. My favorite place is the downtown because it has historical architecture, but it's small and you can walk all on one day. My favorite food is the taco corazado because when you buy one taco corazado, they give 2 tacos.
Delicious.
Each taco has 1 tortilla, red rice, and you can choose different flavors for each taco.
In the heart of Mexico is Guanajuato, cradle of the independence of Mexico. My favorite place is Guanajuato City, a city full of culture, famous for its mummies, its colorful street, its tunnels, and the atmosphere and festivals such as the Cervantino International Festival. My city, Irapuato, is known as the strawberry capital of the world, and you can find them in different versions and they are all delicious.
I live in the capital of this amazing country, Mexico City. This city was built on a lake, literally. My favorite place in the city is the balcony of the Latinoamericano Tower. You will see big part of the city from there. It's impressive to realize that millions of people live in such a reduced space. My favorite food? Tacos al pastor, definitely. I could eat 15 of those.
Hi, I live in Mexico City, the colorful capital of this country, full of dreams and hardworking people. The Palace of Fine Arts is my favorite place to visit in my free time. It's the most important performance space in Mexico. The torta de pastor con queso is my favorite food in the capital. You can find it in every taqueria you may encounter.
Delicious.
And it's carne al pastor or meat flavored with cheese, onion, and tomato inside a special kind of bread.
I'm from Chiapas, a state in the southeast of Mexico. It's the south border of Mexico with Guatemala. In 1994, it started a famous social armed movement named Ejército Zapatista de Liberación Nacional that gave voice to the indigenous people of the region. My favorite place is San Cristóbal de las Casas, one of the most beautiful cities in the state. My favorite food is taquitos de cochito with a pozole.
Delicious.
I live in Puerto Vallarta, a little city in the coast of the Pacific Ocean. My favorite place to be is El Malecón, where you can find art, sports, party, and watch the most beautiful sunsets every day. My favorite food, really? I have to choose just one? That's impossible, we have too much variety. I love tacos de birria, fresh coconuts,
Delicious.
and aguachile.